There are new concerns that prediction markets might have an outsized influence over oil markets. Because you just had energy traders telling The Guardian that Polymarket has been the best predictor of the oil market's direction since the war with Iran. Data from these platforms is being used in algorithms that advise on trading in the Brent crude futures market. Goldman Sachs, which forecasts oil prices, now includes prediction market data in its research for investors and clients. And the Intercontinental Exchange also has a tool that provides a feed of Polymarket's predictions for traders to use in their assessments. And this ends up not being that surprising because you had a leader at one agency telling the outlet that Polymarket is having an increased impact on many markets now, and adding there, betting markets do have a long history of strong prediction accuracy, and since Polymarket is in the ascendancy, traders are indeed increasingly turning to it for market indicators. And when it comes to oil, Polymarket has a ton of events to trade on, but that also doesn't mean that it comes without potential consequences, with The Guardian explaining. Energy market traders have said that the deepening ties between prediction platforms and the global oil market could amplify the impact of insider betting on global markets or incentivize betting behavior. Because it's worth noting that outside of the Polymarket of it all, we already had tons of concerns regarding insider trading on oil prices amid the war. And so now what you're seeing is that there are fears that Polymarket is adding fuel to that fire, and the prediction markets in general, it could be used to influence the price of oil. And there you have outlets like Axios noting, as the Iran war sends prices soaring for ordinary Americans, a select few appear to be profiting in plain sight. It's precisely the kind of alleged corruption Trump built his political career railing against. But of course, he and his administration, they don't actually seem to be motivated to do much about it. Now, could it be because he or others benefit in some way, and or his son has his hands in both Polymarket and Kalshi? Who's to say? You're probably saying yes. And so really, no one's expecting him to act here. But I will say we are seeing at least some baby steps in some other areas. Right, this week, you had reports that federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York are exploring how suspicious bets on these platforms might violate insider trading laws. Though there, no one's been charged or even formally accused of any wrongdoing in the district yet. Right, chiefs in the Securities and Commodities Fraud Unit simply met with Polymarket reps to discuss how existing laws might apply to potential misconduct. And with this, you had an attorney in the district previously sending a warning on this issue, saying, because it's a prediction market, doesn't insulate you from fraud. And then also, you might have seen headlines over in Congress this week. And that's because 40 Democrats in the Senate and House sent a letter to Trump administration officials about training to curb insider trading among government employees, with the letter being specifically sent to leaders of the CFTC and the Office of Government Ethics. And it noted that not only is there rising evidence suggesting possible governmental insider trading, but it also appears that there is confusion around the laws that exist in this arena. And so it asked these groups to issue executive branch-wide guidance, reminding federal employees of their existing legal obligation to refrain from using their insider governmental information to profit from prediction market trades. So there, the White House kind of shooting back at the notion that insider trading is even an issue, or the spokesperson telling NBC News that all federal employees are subject to government ethics guidelines that prohibit the use of non-public information for financial benefit. However, any implication that administration officials are engaged in such activity without evidence is baseless and irresponsible reporting. And so for now, it really looks like it's just going to kind of be the wild, wild west until someone gets in there that actually wants to regulate things.